Hey, my wheels arrived today from LightBicycle. I just wanted to do a quick box opening and review. So let's get started. I ordered these, would have been Black Friday, got 10% off in 2020. So that was November 27th. And they just arrived today, January 27th. So not bad during the holiday rush as well as the COVID situation that we're all in. And they arrived well within the time that they said that they would. And this is a custom pair of wheels that I'm going to open for the first time. This box has not been opened and it just arrived. So let's see what we can do here. It says fragile. And it looks like the box is in pretty good condition except for right here. What's the deal? I see some spokes, but doesn't look like anything's bent or scratched in there. All right. And I did a lot of research on companies. These cost, with the 10% off deal for Black Friday, under $1,000 for a 45 millimeter section depth wheel, which is a happy medium, I guess. I could have gone more, could have been mixed and matched, the back wheel being 55 and then a 45 front, but I decided to keep them the same and was able to choose options like hubs and the weave of the carbon, as well as glossy versus matte, and how many decals. So I could have provided my own artwork for decals. I just chose their emblem, but minimalistic approach, blue to match the rest of my bike, which is near the valve stem. So here is the top of the box, and I'm not surprised when I see this because they actually sent an email showing how the box would be packed, and that the wheels would be here, the brake pads here, which were only $10 additional. I wish I ordered another pair. And then the skewers. So, yeah. Let's see what we can. Masking tape. I would say the customer service had been excellent through this. The communication was great. Here are the brake pads. I wonder who makes them. I don't think it's LightBicycle that makes these, especially formulated. And here are the skewers. Let's just pull one of them out. So it looks like about that. Well, I got them both, front and rear. Very similar to the boutique style skewers that already came on my bike, but these are lighter. Appear to be very light, which I will just use these. They're not branded. The kind of bike I have is a Fuji. I like buying things on budget, and the Fuji SL is a 2016. I got it new old stock and got a lot off on that, and it came equipped Shimano 105. They still make the frame set in 2020. They've included by now they've included through axle, but everything else is the same. Super lightweight, not aero, but it's current. You know, my bike's still current, so I didn't want to spend a lot on the wheels. I spent less on these wheels than I spent on the bike, but not a whole lot less. All right, so I want to tell you about okay, those are coming out nice. I'll just put this back here. There we go. Rear wheel, which one's this looks like a rear wheel. Perhaps. Yeah. I don't know how wheels are supposed to come packed, but these appear to be packed pretty well. For sure. There we go. Unwrap this. Well, I like the looks of them. I had checked out a local shop in town about ordering wheels, and it was going to be about $600 more to have him make them. And I know for a fact that he uses LightBicycle rims when he builds his wheels. So I did a little research, and he has great success. A lot of people go to him to build wheels. I just went straight to the factory and had them build it for me. Nice. Oh man, that's light. DT 240. Boy, that is, I expected that to be louder. It'll probably get louder in time, I think I heard somebody say. Oh, that's a nice looking wheel. These are the Sapim, am I saying that right? CX spokes, the X-ray, see X-ray spokes. Very thin, and also kind of an arrow blade effect to it. 24 rear, 20 on the front. We had a choice of which hubs on the site to order, or even to provide hubs. But I've never had DT Swiss hubs, but everything I read about them is good. And I opted for the 240s. And it's right in the middle between the 180s, they're top of the line, and the 350s. Very nice. I'm looking forward to that. Very good. Now, look at the, these are tubeless ready. I went ahead and had them drill holes in it. Otherwise they could leave that holeless. A little more difficult for the people to replace spokes, but it's possible with a magnet. And as far the options go, I opted for blue here to kind of match my bike without being too matchy-matchy. A single, decal right at the valve stem. And it, their logo is very similar to the Fuji Mountain logo. And you can see the 3K weave. They're on there. Hopefully you can see it. It's visible. They have a unidirectional also that's not visible. And then they have a 12K weave that's super massive looking. But I thought this was a good look. And matte finish, because the rest of my bike is pretty stealthy. There along the edge you see the laser etched rim track. So my bike has rim brakes. And then also this has graphene on the rim brake track. And should be really light. These are, they've come a long way, I understand. I've never had a set of carbon wheels, but as far as the longevity of them with the right kind of brake pads, okay, super light. The set weighs less than 1,500 grams. I haven't weighed them yet myself, but that was on the specs. I'll probably end up weighing them maybe at some point. But user manual. But to get a set of wheels, carbon fiber with these quality components, with the good reputation that LightBicycle has, look them up on YouTube and online. There's not a lot on there, which is why I'm doing this video of just normal people reviewing and doing a box opening. But I'm a road rider. I don't race, but I ride with those who do occasionally. And so I have a competitive spirit anyway, and like bikes that go fast. There we go. Because I like to challenge myself that way too. All right. All I had before was just the wheels that came with the Fuji, so not bad. Those will become my winter wheels. All right, once again, the look of the wheel. That's so light. Now, LightBicycle helped me through the process. Customer service is really good. Their website, I ordered it on my phone. You could do it on your computer, but you go down and select the options. And they also had a really cool tool on there that once you place the order, it showed you the status of everything. Since these are custom, they were able to show when the materials were pulled, when the carbon was going through the forming process, when it was going through CNC machining for the holes, when it was going through, you know, sanding, the painting, the clear coat on there, and every step of the way, building, of course, the decals prior to that, and when it was shipped. So I really like how they do things. I know there are other brands out there, but these seem to have good review and be on par or beat the others when it came to weight and the value for the money. So the model of these rims are the R45, so they're 45 millimeter depth section on these rims. And I wanted to do that mainly for the aerodynamic factor of it, and they're still lighter than my other rims for sure that came on the bike. So yeah, that's the main reason. Even though my bicycle itself is not an aero bike, it's a super light bike, SL by Fuji. I thought it was important that the wheels themselves be light. These are 25 millimeter wide from on the outside edge, and which will pair well with my 25 millimeter tires. I don't think my bike could take more than that. So, and they do have different widths there at LightBicycle, and mountain bikes, gravel bike type wheels as well. They have not only a Chinese factory, but also a North American factory that's in British Columbia, I believe. I've spoken with the guys a couple of times when I was deciding which wheel to get. They don't build the road wheels there. Those are built in China, but they do build wheels there in that North American office that come from China. The rims do, and they build them up for mountain bikes and things mainly there. So, but they were super helpful, even though I wasn't buying the wheels from that location. They didn't care. They were chill, and they answered my questions about what type of wheels and the different characteristics of them. This is what I ended up with. So I'm happy with the condition that they came in and the color of the logo and everything about the wheel so far. And I'll mount them and see how it goes.